0.5, which is a brand new update coming from Suno. It's one of the easiest ways to make AI music. Now, I've been testing out today and seeing what it's like, and it's actually pretty impressive so far. Now, if you want to get access to this, you do need to upgrade, but you can use the previous models for free. And then once you're ready to go on this, you can see I've upgraded right here. It's about $10 a month, something like that. You can just go to create, and then from here, you can just plug in whichever song you want to create, right? Now, the other cool thing here is that you can switch between the older models. So if you're on the free plan, you'll be on 3.5. And if you're wondering, okay, what are the new updates here? So basically, Suno 4.5, I remember when I first tested out, like ages ago. Basically, you get more expressive music, greater variety and accuracy in genres, and richer vocals. So far from what I've tested out, it's absolutely wild. Now, I've got ChatGPT to come up with a bunch of ideas in the background, so we'll be testing those out. And we've got some absolute bangers to create today, my friends, including, for example, what have we got? We got My Cat's in Love with the Roomba. By the way, if you're not sure what a Roomba is, I wasn't sure. It is one of those robot vacuum cleaners that looks like a small spaceship. We've also got I Left My Ex for a Sandwich, The Wi-Fi Went Out and So Did I, The Tragic Story of Someone Rediscovering the Outdoors, and Grandma's on Tinder and It's Getting Weird, a spicy reggaeton track about elder romance. So we'll be testing that out in a second and seeing what we get back. I've got my guitar in the background, but I don't think I need it anymore. It's basically game over. And if you have any questions as we go along, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll get straight into this. And so, basically, to make your own music, it's pretty simple. You can just go straight in here, inside the create section. Then I'm going to select 4.5, so I'm using the latest version. And we can just crack straight into creating this stuff, all right? So, let's try the My Cat's in Love with the Roomba. We can select a genre at the bottom, but ChatGPT has actually come up with a bunch of ideas for us. So we said 20 funny song ideas and prompts for AI music generation, and then it's come back with the ideas. So let's plug these in. You can also flick between instrumental or no instrumental, and it'll also generate the lyrics directly for you. So if we hit create like so, usually doesn't take that long to create. If we actually put the stopwatch on, we can see how long that's going to take. So we'll put the timer on here. As you can see, so you got two options there, and that generated in what, like 8.8 seconds. That is absolutely insane. All right, so let's now play this back. We've got two different options here. We've got the synth driven with robot sounds, the cat-like purring effects, and we'll hit play on this.
Quick but moves so slow. This forbidden love's a strange tableau. It hums its tune, a gentle spin. She circles wide and then dives in. A digital heart meets claws of fur. An electric romance, they both concur. My cat's in love with the Roomba, you see, caught in a dance of absurdity. No furball love could ever compete.
It's incredible. It's some of the greatest music of our generation, maybe. We've got Creative Chris. He says, "Hi Julian, hope you're well doing too as well." And we've got two different options here. Now, what you can actually do once you've generated this is you can share it. So if we copy the song link to clipboard, for example, and then you want to share this with your friends, for example, you can open this up like so. All right. And then once you've opened it up, it's kind of like Spotify. Whereas, for example, you got the lyrics, you got the comments, kind of like a social media where you can share your music. It's even generated the cover art, which is absolutely amazing right here. Creative Chris says, we just created a tune for a vodka brand coming out soon. Not the final version, but not a bad day. Check it out, just shared our tune. Yeah, feel free to post a link inside the chat and we can pull it up and play it for you. But essentially, you can see here what it's doing essentially is it's created a shareable link so you can share your music that you create. It's got the lyrics. So these are the lyrics with the verse and the chorus split up. And then we have the comments. So if anybody makes a comment, absolute banger, mate, for example. We can see that on the comments over here. Add a little fire emoji. And then you can also edit the lyrics. You can edit the lyrics displayed right here. Then you've got options for like visibility, whether you want to share it, whether you want to download it, report it as inappropriate. And then also you can add it to a little playlist. So if you love cat music, you could pop this in. Absolute bangers about cats, all right? Then we'll create that playlist and we live in the dream. And then you can play it back here. Officework says, is it allowed to use as commercial rights? That is a great question. I think I saw somewhere on the account pricing that you can use it for commercial usage. So if we go to, where are we going to have a look? Let's pull this up So if we pull this up, a basic plan allows you to create songs for non-commercial use, while songs created with Pro and Premier plans include commercial use. So I think if you're on the free plan, from what I can see, this is my opinion, not legal advice here, but it says a basic plan, so like a free plan, is non-commercial use. So you can't use it for commercial use. But songs created with Pro and Premier plans include commercial use, which means like, apparently you can put this on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube content as well, so you can add songs to content on your monetizing channel, direct sales, so you can actually sell your songs direct to consumers, and also sync licensing, so you can get your songs placed in films, TV, or video games. And then non-commercial use is like, you can listen to the songs, you can download them on any device, you can share them, and you can use your music, but just on non-monetizing platforms. So that's quite interesting, actually, yeah. So if you pay, as long as you're paying, I think you're all good there. What else we got here? Sage Site says, bro, try Deep House. All right, let's do it. So we're going to change this now. And we're going to put a Deep House banger about forbidden robot cat romance. And actually, we'll try this on the next one, because we've already done the cat one. Let's see what we got here. So we'll put grandma's on Tinder and it's getting weird. And then we'll change that to a Deep House banger. I really hope my grandma doesn't watch this. She is definitely not on Tinder. So we'll click on create now. I don't know if it's a bug or something like that, but it seems to create like two different versions of the song at the same time, which is actually pretty good, but just something to bear in mind there. So you can see we've got two generations of the same song, which is kind of good because then you can see which one you prefer. So let's play this back. where's the vocals on that?
Her heart free. With a robot in, she's got swiping left, right. Grandma swiping left, right, cashing it in. She's got a match with a robot sporting cat whiskers thin. Late night shots emojis take the lead.
I forgot that I left a bit in about forbidden robot cat romance. I'm just going to regenerate that. And then actually, if you click on it here, you got the lyrics on the right hand side. Sounds emotional.
Profile pic with shades and sass. Throwback shot from 87's class. She's got jokes they don't expect. Sliding into DMs with all due respect. Oh no, grandma, take it slow. Setting hearts to overload. The messages are drawing cheers. Grandma's on Tinder and it's getting weird. Late night beats, her phone aglow. Flirty chats with guys I'll never know. Forbidden love's a vibe she's found. Grandma's breaking boundaries, shaking the ground. Dinner table, awkward vibes. Who's Greg, we ask while sipping chai. She shrugs and grins, no tail to spin. But we can feel some secrets within.
Alright, I think that's pretty much it for that one. I mean, there's some lyrical genius there, undeniably. Undeniable lyrical genius. You know, I used to write a lot of songs, right? So, in the past, it's hard for me to take this seriously. In the past, right, I used to write a lot of songs. You actually got music on Spotify if you want to check it out. Just type in my name. And it would take hours to generate like a half decent song. But now it takes 8 seconds to generate a song that's fully produced and basically commercial ready. And it's absolutely wild how good this is. I mean, she texts emojis, hearts and flames. Her bio bold like she's in the game. Glowing screens light up her night. It's just, I mean, you can't argue with those lyrics. It's incredible. It reminds me of like the modern day Tenacious D, if anybody used to listen to that back in the day. So it's very, very impressive, you know, whether you're creating serious music or not. There is a custom option here where you can actually auto-write the lyrics. So you can describe your lyrics, the description, exclude styles, and then there's this bit persona here. So you can actually create a new persona with a certain type of style. I've never tested that. Let's give it a whirl. So if we can actually choose like a certain style that we like. So for example, like this one. Then we can select an avatar, or we can create an image. And then we can put the description and everything else, right? So you can actually create a persona and then use that to generate content. But also, it looks like you can actually make that persona public. So you can share it with other people. And they copy the voice and style of a song to new songs you create, which is pretty cool as well. Okay, soon says, "Come on, man, did you write those? I'm genuinely not smart enough to write those lyrics. Like, that was comedy genius. If someone, let's be honest, right? If someone went to a stand-up comedy night and they performed that song, like, it would absolutely pop off. I've seen worse songs than that performed at a stand-up comedy night and do very well. So let's see what else we got here. It's gonna be hard to top that, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got here." I'm going to get ChatGPT to come up with a different bunch of ideas right here. Grandpa just joined a cult, and they're vegan now. A banjo-powered saga of tofu, robes, and chaos. My toaster's gaslighting me, it burned me again. Karen took my parking spot, so I hexed her plants. A witch pop anthem of passive-aggressive revenge. Alright, let's do that one. So, we can go in here. I'm actually going to use the custom feature over here, right? So you can write your own lyrics if you want to. We're going to switch this over to auto instead. Shame on Karen for stealing the parking spot. And then we can enter a style description. So I'm going to get that from ChatGPT. By the way, if you want access to this custom GPT, it's kind of like custom trained to create funnier stuff, right? So if you want to get access to that, I'll include it inside the AI Profit boardroom. And we'll paste that in, alright? If you want to get access. Link in the comments and description to that. Alright, so let's go back here. And we're going to go inside the style description. I imagine that you probably want it quite short. So I'm just going to say, keep it short. Witchy bubblegum pop meets Billie Eilish sass. Cackling backup vocals, broomstick, bass drops, and moody simps. Think Sabrina got a petty streak and a Spotify deal. Alright, we'll pop that in. And then exclude styles, don't need to worry. Song titles, which we've got over here. And then I think that should be good to go, to be honest with you. So let's hit create and see what we get back here. Couldn't generate it. Yeah. I don't think you can use like people's names. So I'm just going to change that to Sassy Witchy Bubblegum Pop. And we'll just go with that, alright? The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is like this is very, very niche. I don't know if it's going to be better doing something more broad. Because it's like, what even is bubblegum pop? Like, can someone tell me that? If you know the answer to that, maybe you're watching the wrong channel. So let's play this now. Busy Work Beats says Suno is absolute fire. The cover feature is the best in my opinion. Awesome. Shout out to Busy Work Beats. How do we use the cover feature? Where's that option? Let's have a look what we got. Is that on the app? This is interesting as well. So inside the settings here, you can switch between the classic lyrics model and remix. I gotta say, the Grandma song was definitely better. I'm not a big fan of bubblegum pop. So, let's see, how do we do covers on Suno AI? Introducing covers. Let's see what we got here. This feature lets you take anything from a simple voice memo to a fully produced track and transform it into an entirely new style, all while preserving the original melody that makes it yours. So basically you can take the melody of another song and then transform it into your song, which is pretty cool. You can upload a sound. Okay, that's pretty cool to check out. It's in beta. I don't want to do that on a live stream because, like, if I use someone else's music or something like that, like, you know, you just don't know what could happen there. But that would be interesting to try. Maybe I'll try that afterwards for creating a cover. Let's see what else we got here. Grandma's selling NFTs now and she's ruthless. A hype trap banger about blockchain and bingo nights. Alright, I don't know why ChatGPT is just constantly talking about grandma and granddads here. Let's try this one. We're going to create that. Accidentally sent my therapist a "you up" text, a sleepy late night lo-fi jam of consequences. Alright, let's hear this song about grandma doing NFTs. I don't know if you can do Slim Shady style, simply because I think if you use someone's name, it's going to say no. Let's try it out. No, it seems to be alright. Classic Hank says, grandma gets around, she putting in work. It's whoever ChatGPT's grandma is an absolute savage, because you can see here ChatGPT is writing songs about grandma, you know, ChatGPT's grandma being on Tinder, you know, apparently ChatGPT's granddad joined a cult and they're vegan now, and this is a banjo powered saga of tofu, ropes and chaos. And then we also got grandma selling NFTs right now and she's absolutely ruthless. So let's see what we got here. Just gotta pull this up full screen here. Alright, we've got the first generation. Look at the art. The artwork is just unbelievable. So let's copy that. You also got a song editor option, which I might have a look at in a second. Let's just make this shareable. And then we'll open it up so we can see the lyrics and everything full screen. Marsh Live says, "Sup Julian, shout out to you."
Great, great, I don't lie, great, yeah.
Savage beat, by the way. Like this is a savage beat. You know, it's like Waka Flocka Flame.
Yeah. Grandma's on the blockchain, wallet full of ether. Bingo on Tuesday, now it's starter pitches feature. Diamonds in the dentures, flossing on the metaverse. Click, clack, gas fees. Granny got the heavy purse. Grandma selling NFTs, call with the hustle. Knocking out bitter straight, flexing her muscle. Ruthless at the auction, no remorse, no sweat. Crypto queen, bingo champ, playing games to collect. Grandma hit the Discord, mods on travel. DM blowing up her grinds, transcendental. Bingo cards replaced with board apex. Raising hell in the chat with her scams and switch tricks. Ledger in her bag, product for her private keys. Grandma's got the drip, icy like the 7 seas. She don't bake pie, she bake blockchains instead. Sunday roast canceled, she roast tokens instead. Grandma selling NFTs, cold with the hustle.
Can we just take a minute to appreciate the lyrics here? Let's just take a little breather here, because that was absolute fire. Absolute fire, my friends. Number one, this was one of my favorite lines. Grandma hit the Discord, all the mods tremble. DMs blowing up, her grinds transcendental. Bingo cards have been replaced with bored ape pics, raising hell in the chat with her scams and switch tricks. It's just unbelievable. And then she's got Ledger in the bag and the Prada for private keys. Sunday roast has been cancelled. That I would be devastated if my grandma cancelled the Sunday roast and roasted tokens instead. Like, that would be absolutely brutal. That would be a hard day in the office, my friends. But I mean, the lyrics are absolutely fantastic. Just unbelievable. So let's keep playing now.
Getting out bitter straight, flexing her muscle. Ruthless at the auction, no remorse, no sweat. Crypto queen, bingo champ, playing games to collect. Spin the tumbler at bingo, laughing all sly. Airdrop some JPEGs, tell them buy or die. She got gas fees, turning relevant to flex fees. You play for the jackpot, she mining FTs with ease.
That was fire. That was fire. Like that deserves a reload, as they would say in the old warehouse project raves that I used to go to back in my 20s. AI Dad says, "Wow, just jumped on wow." Ola Art says, did Suno create the lyrics or ChatGPT? So basically the method here is we used this GPT right here to generate the ideas. And then from there, Suno just automatically generated the lyrics, and it is outstanding, absolutely outstanding for the lyrics. Like, blew me away. Okay, soon says mind blowing, and Marshall Live says, what about a sad song about a day in the life of an AI agent? All right, let's do that. So let's say, give me some funny ideas inside ChatGPT for a day in the life of an AI agent working for a YouTube influencer who says every new AI is insane. Street K9 says, I believe Suno used ChatGPT for lyrics. Alright, that's an interesting one. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Some decent ideas, but they're a little bit too niche, I think, for like a good song on Suno. Alright, a sad day in the life of an AI agent. I was called dangerous by a man who forgets his own password. Dramatic piano meets sad 80s synth pop. He said AI is terrifying, then asked me to write a romantic poem for his girlfriend. I did, she cried, he took credit. I got blamed when she found out. Alright, let's have a go at this. We'll pop it in there. Why is that not pasting in? Let's try the other one. So we got two different versions of the Grandma Selling NFT song. So I'm going to copy the next one and we'll just plug that over as well and see what that's like. That's the one we've already listened to. Ah, that's interesting. So it generates like the same lyrics, but it must be a different song if that makes sense. So let's try this one.
Grandma's on the blockchain, wallet full of ether. Bingo on Tuesday, now it's startup pitches feature. Diamonds in dentures, flossing on the metaverse. Click, clack, gas fees, granny got the heavy purse. Grandma selling NFTs, going with the hustle. Knocking out bitter straight flex in the muscle. Ruthless at the auction, no remorse, no sweat. Crypto queen, bingo champ, playing games to collect. Grandma hit the Discord, mods all tremble.
So I got to say the other one was way better, to be honest with you. It was way more hard hitting. Let's just play that one again.
I don't lie.
Even the intro, it's incredible. It's musical genius. It's just harder, isn't it? It goes harder in the paint.
Grandma's on the blockchain, wallet full of ether. Bingo on Tuesday, now it's starter pitches feature. Diamonds in the dentures, flossing on the metaverse. Click, clack, gas fees, granny got the heavy purse. Grandma selling NFTs, call with the hustle. Knocking out bitter straight, flexing her muscle. Ruthless at the auction, no remorse, no sweat. Crypto queen, bingo champ, playing games to collect. Grandma hit the Discord, mods all tremble. DMs blowing up, her grind's transcendental. Bingo cards replaced with bored apex. Raising hell in the chat with the scams and switch tricks.
That is one of the best lines. I gotta agree with there. Diamonds in her dentures. Like, what sort of savage NFT selling ChatGPT grandma is putting diamonds inside her dentures and then flossing on the metaverse?
The drip, icy like the 7 seas. She don't bake, but she bake blockchains instead. Sunday roast canceled, she roast tokens instead. Grandma selling NFTs, cold with the hustle. Knocking out bitter straight, flexing her muscle. Ruthless at the auction, no remorse, no sweat. Crypto queen, bingo champ, playing games to collect. Spin the tumbler at bingo, laughing all sly. Airdrop some JPEGs, tell them buy or die. She got gas fees, turning relevant to flex fees. You play for the jackpot, she mining NFTs with ease.
Yeah, by the way, if you want the link for that, let me put it in the chat. There you go. It's just incredible. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Alright, so my favorite so far, to be honest with you. I'm excited to try the cover section as well. I want to try the grandpa one. So let's see what we got here. This was it. Grandpa just joined a cult and now they're vegan. A banjo-powered saga of tofu, ropes and chaos. We'll play the AI agent one first.
They called me insane just the day I was born. Digital gears turning, my purpose worn. Another update, they scream and they cheer. But in this code, nothing feels clear.
So it's hit or miss. It is definitely hit or miss. Like, some of the content is kind of good. Some of it's just like, wouldn't listen to that. You know what I mean? Probably depends what style you like as well. But for me overall, like, that was not a great song, to be honest with you. Not that interesting. Well, let's keep going now. So Grandpa just joined a cult. We'll generate that one. Some of the best bits of this are the actual artwork. Like, look at that artwork of Grandma. It's just, you can't beat it. Here we go.
Grandpa traded his boots for a robe so white. Said he found the light in the full moon night. Now he's chanting in the yard, rode through in his hand. A banjo rips the anthem of a strange new band. He banned the biscuits and threw the steak away. Said plants have feelings and meat's passe. Now he sips on smoothies and burns incense sticks. Grandpa's gone wild with his kale salad pics.
There's moments of, like, really, really good stuff. I mean, like, for example, if you look at this, he's chanting in the yard with tofu in his hand. And another one here. Said plants have feelings and meat's passe. Now he sips on smoothies and burns incense sticks. Grandpa's gone wild with his kale salad pics.
Grandpa just joined the cult and they're vegan now. They meditate on tofu and raise the tofu cow. No bacon on the skillet, just lentils on the stove. Grandpa's newfound lifestyle is anything but cold. growing hemp clothes by the garden plot. Got a kombucha fountain, he says hits the spot. The neighbors whisper stories of alien beings, but Grandpa just shrugs, says it's all in your dreams. Oh, the banjo's plucking his mind, sings free. He's praising the tofu in his cedar teepee. Grandma's confused, but she's shaking her head. She makes a face every time he serves her flaxseed bread. Grandpa just joined a cult and they're vegan now. They meditate on tofu and raise the tofu cow. No bacon on the skillet, just lentils on the stove. Grandpa's new
Yeah, that's hit or miss. That's hit or miss. You got to write a lot of bad ones to get a good one, as you say.
Grandpa traded his boots for a robe so white.
That's a bit more like it, but I'm not that into it. My uncle's in witness protection, but still runs a TikTok. I got catfished by a pigeon named Kevin. Alright, let's try that. Ah. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, I tried to play it cool. She saw my Google search history. And we'll change this to slim, shady, slow style. Go hard in the paint with a rap style. We'll see how that does. Yeah, Marsh says, what would happen if you took the lyrics from an existing song and also described the genre of music and style? So what you can do is use the covers feature, and then with the covers feature, you can actually create like music based on the melodies and styles of other songs. So that might be a better option right there. Let's keep going through. Here we go.
I was slick, but my cover got blown. She grabbed the phone, saw the search on her own. Does charm work? Typed in at 2 a.m. sharp. She said you're hopeless, a lost puppy in the dark. Tried to play it cool, but I lost my mystery. She saw the truth. My Google search history. Women hate hats and how to hold hands. Now I'm the laughing stock, can't stick to no plan. How to tell jokes, do pickles please chicks.
Who is searching do pickles please chicks, by the way?
Seeds for smooth talk, all my tricks in the mix. Do women like cheese? Bruh, I went down bad. Now she knows I'm clueless, straight up sad mad. Got no game, just the internet to guide. She out here laughing while I fight for pride. Do penguins mate for life? Popping up on my feet, caught me red-handed. I'm planting those seeds. Try to play it cool, but I lost my mystery. She saw the truth. My Google search history looking less awkward. Confidence tips. Now she screens.
All right, next one. It was a little bit too slow for me, that one, I'll be honest with you. So this one we're gonna try. There's some interesting ones here. So we got ones about Uncle Randy. Hey. So Uncle Randy got banned from Costco for test driving a lawnmower indoors. Uncle, I don't even want to read this out, this one. Let's see what else we got here. Uncle Randy got banned from a wedding for freestyle rapping during the vows. Alright. So we're going to go with... He got banned from Costco for test driving a lawnmower indoors. Suburban trap with backup beers and bulk regret. He popped wheelies by the cheese aisle. Shout out to Uncle Randy. Sounds like an absolute maniac. And by the way, peeps, if you're enjoying this stuff, if you want to meet a cool community of people to hang out with, feel free to join the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments and description. Inside there, you're basically going to get everything you need to know to scale your business and make more money with AI. So feel free to check that out, link in the comments and description. And it comes with all my best AI agents, weekly Q&A calls, you know, all my best courses and stuff on AI. Like, if you really want to make AI practical and useful and actually help you make money, then this is the stuff you need. Link in the comments and description. It's only like, what, $63 a month? It's cheaper than most SaaS tools, to be honest with you. So let's get back to this now. We're going to say, okay, I tried to play it. We're deleting that one, and we want to create the one with Randy. So let's copy that. Don't know why, but Suno, it has like a problem with copying and pasting. I'm just going to tell you that for free. So I'm going to have to type this out manually. Uncle Randy got banned from Costco for test driving a lawnmower indoors. See if it will let me paste the rest in. It won't let me paste it in. Okay, great. Ah, that's why, because you can't type too much in. That's why. So you have to keep the prompts really short. Otherwise, you won't be able to copy and paste them in. Okay, that makes sense. Glad we figured that out. What else we got here? K Soon says, wonder if he knows Grandma. It does sound like a strange family, this. You got Granddad joining the cult and praying with tofu and incense in the garden. And then you also got, for example, Uncle Randy getting banned from Costco. And you had Grandma selling NFTs like a savage and, you know, swiping right on Tinder late at night. So we're going to hit create like so. We'll see what we get back. ChatGPT has a crazy family. Let's just put it that way. So we got 2 of them now. Here we go. Oh, it's great artwork, isn't it? It's great artwork. Let's have a look what we got here. The infamous lawnmower.
Uncle Randy stormed the doors wide like a king, looking for adventure, not the usual thing. Saw that mower by the big paper tower, said I'm gonna show him all horsepower. Back up, beats an aisle so wide, wheelies pop.
I don't like it. Feels a little bit cheesy, that one. Let's try this one.
Saw that mower by the big paper tower, said I'm gonna show him all horsepower. Back up, beats an aisle so wide, wheelies popping like a suburban pride. Costco bands, but he don't forget. Bulk size shame, now he's living with regret. Shame, now he's living with regret. Now he's living with regret.
He's really feeling that regret.
Now he's living with regret. Cranked it up near the frozen peas, laughing loud, shouting clear these cheese. People scattered like they saw a ghost. The manager's face went full on roast. Back up, beeps and aisle so.
It's not bad, but it's not great. Let's try the next one. There we go.
Uncle Randy rolled up, oh they called him a myth. Wearing Costco shades, yeah he strode in swift. Saw the mower on display, said let's let it rip. Fight it up indoors, now he's on the black.
By the way, who is wearing Costco shades? Shout out to the peeps out there wearing sunglasses from Costco.
Back up, beep beep, Randy on the creek by the cheese out revving, cutting too deep. Stack regrets, yeah it ain't discreet. Costco blacklist where the legends meet. Back up, beep beep, Randy on the creek by the cheese out revving, cutting too deep. Stack regrets, yeah it ain't discreet. Costco blacklist where the legends meet. He popped wheelies near the frozen meat stacks. Yell clear the aisle with confidence that cracks. Employees shook radio and for a backup. Randy made a run, but that lawnmower got jacked up. Back up, beep beep, Randy on the leap. Got the tires spinning, got the bulk receipt. He's yelling freedom, Costco ain't defeat. Banned by the bulk king, now his future's bleak. The manager stood like a sock.
Right here, we got a lot about Uncle Randy. Let's say just do more in general. I hate it when ChatGPT does this, when it gives you the split screen. It's like, mate, just give me the answers. I got fired from my job for using the office printer to make Pokemon cards of my boss. He was a water type with zero emotional resistance. Zero emotional damage resistance. HR was not amused. Alright, let's try that one then. So let's take that one. We'll plug it in. I'm going to be honest with you, like, I run a team of, we're above 50 people now at the SEO agency. If there was someone creating Pokemon cards with me, I wouldn't be that bothered. But let's see what we get back here.
I walked in Monday with my head held. I walked in Monday with my head held. Paper spitting, office hitting, I'm a workplace bandit. Turned the printer to a game, now my cubicle slanted. Boss with the water type, squirted out commands. Weak to emotional hits, folded like rubber bands. HR banging on my desk, no pokeballs in sight. Told me to pack my things, I'm gone before the night. Flipped old man Jenkins to a holographic frog. Caught the pink slip beam, I'm exiled.
It's too niche. It's too niche. Let's see what else we got here. I tried to do a juice cleanse and accidentally joined a juice pyramid scheme. Alright, this is probably the last one for me.
I detox. Seem easy, slight breeze, trading burgers for juice, spinach and green peas. Day one smooth, gut feeling real appeased. By day two I'm dizzy with knees weak. Jeez. Started with the straw, but now I'm selling pulp. Hustling that kale, spinach in the trunk's boat. Got juice, dreams, not streams, pyramid erupt. Thought I cleansed my soul, now my wallet's tuck's corrupt. Signed on the dotted line, an avocado slave. They sold me carrots, now I'm digging my grave. They said just recruit two, your riches will pay. But now my best friend's cousin selling pear like a knave. Blenders buzzing, contracts busting. Colorado kale farms, numbers I'm trusting. Press machines hot, my patience cold crusting. Juice game tough, but I ain't combusting. Never thought a cleanse would bag me a racket, but now I'm in a boardroom, I'm wearing a jacket. Talking cold press gold, pyramid scheme, stack it. Detox dreams flip to MLM packet. Started with the straw, but now I'm selling pulp. Marketing that health, myth belief, getting gulp. Juice box, kingpin, funk in every gulp. Slim shady cleanse, shift, street juice just jumps.
Not bad.
Street juice just.
Let's try the other one.
Yeah, what's hiding about me? Somebody talking that this and I get us walking in this drapes with it. Big figure, nah. Detoxing easy, slight breeze. Trading burgers for juice, spinach and green peas. A1 smooth, gut feeling real appeased. By day two I'm dizzy with knees weak. Jeez, started with the straw, but now I'm selling pulp. Hustling that kale, spinach in the trunk's boat. Got juice streams, not streams, pyramid erupt. Thought I cleansed my soul, now my wallet's tuck's corrupt. Signed on the dotted line, an avocado slave. They sold me carrots, now I'm digging my grave. They said just recruit two, your riches will pay. But now my best friend's cousin selling pear like a knave. Blenders buzzing, contracts busting. Colorado kale farms, numbers I'm trusting. Press machines hot, my patience cold crusting. Juice game tough, but I ain't combusting. Never thought.
That was pretty good. Pretty good stuff. You can't argue with that. My dad's on TikTok and now I fear the internet. Boomer drill. Let's see what we got here. Do you ever like stop and pause and think, how did we get here? How did this happen? You know?
Dad's in the kitchen doing backflips wild. Filters on his face doing trends for the crowd. Scrolling through comments, he's thirsty for clout. Internet's aflame and I can't put it out. He hit the renegade, broke his old knee. Talking about drip and some 80s Capri. Cats in the background, his ring light too bright. Internet begging man, just say goodnight. My dad's TikTok, a menace online. Busted 2 moves and destroyed my whole timeline. The cringe in his vids, a brand new design. He's viral, but we all wanna rewind. He's doing kids, dropping old dad jokes. Wrestling trends, but they slippery like yolks. Dancing with the broom, broke the vacuum too. The internet screaming, who unleashed you? Family group chat, we beg him to cease. He had a green screen to his chaos piece. Now he's a wizard fighting dragons with flair. Internet's fear, what'll do next there? My dad's TikTok, a menace online. Busted 2 moves and destroyed my whole timeline. The cringe in his vids, a brand new design. He's viral.
There's some good lyrics in there, to be fair. The music and everything, it fits pretty pretty well. Dad's in the kitchen doing backflips wild. Filters on his face, doing trends for the crowd. Scrolling through comments. He's thirsty for clout. Internet's aflame and I can't put it out. Incredible. That was one of the best so far, I would say. What else we got here? Alright, final one. My grandma's a life coach now. She's kind of ruthless. Okay, soon says Granny back at it. He's ChatGPT. He's got a crazy family, man.
Grandma in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking dinner. Got a whistle around her neck, call her hustle beginner. Scheming on them goals, more savage than a sinner. Drop kick my excuses, watch her turn me to a winner. She ruthless and toothless, still sharp with solutions. Breaking down my problems, call it mental retribution. Spitting heavy wisdom, therapy and revolution. With a cane as a gavel, dropping verdict executions. Mornings full of bird page, she ain't taking no breaks. Yelling out no pain, boy success got stakes. Got me doing lunges till my whole frame shakes. Grinding every nerve raw, ditching no mistakes. Her scrapbook's a battlefield, trophies line her mind. She flips those pages, finds regrets and leaves them blind. Her mantra's TNT, exploding every bind. What doesn't serve progress, left way back behind. She ruthless and toothless, swinging life off of bullshit. Turn your lazy Sundays into grinding rooster. Wisdom powered haymaker, sharper than juices. My grandma's hustle makes millionaires look looser. Tester in Monopoly, she bankrupts the board. Chess games a massacre, queen got swords. A strategist of life, you ain't seen this before. $1 billion mindset, knocking at your. Breathe the brain, 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 breathe the brain, 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 breathe the brain, 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 brain. Show me key and break.
Do you know what I really love is like the first 10 seconds before he gets into the lyrics. If you have the right prompt, the style of music, like it plays a great intro for you. Next time I do public speaking, like I want this as my intro music.
Yo, grandma in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking dinner. Got a whistle around her neck, call her hustle beginner. Scheming on them goals, more savage than a sinner. Drop kick my excuses, watch her turn me to a winner. She ruthless and toothless, still sharp with solutions. Breaking down my problems, call it mental retribution. Spitting heavy wisdom, therapy and revolution. With a K.
All right.
Granny don't nap. Granny's on the grind, she don't sip tea no more. Waving flip charts, she's the queen of the board. Stop crying, boy, don't waste my time, you fool. Stack your goals taller, skyscraper cool. No, grandma's ruthless, she don't play chill. Got me running laps like I'm training for the hill. Sharper than a razor, heart made of.
Not bad at all. Alright peeps, well that's pretty much it for me. I think we've made enough music there. That is time I definitely won't get back, but it was a good laugh, had a lot of fun doing it. Appreciate everyone on the live stream today. And if you want to get access to a community focused on making money and saving time with AI, feel free to get the AI Profit Boardroom link in the comments and description. You can sign up and get instant access to that amazing community. Inside there, you're going to get weekly hot seat calls, so you can jump on the live streams and ask any questions you have. You also get all my best AI SOPs and templates. So, you're going to save dozens of hours of work there. Additionally, you're going to get direct access to me, so you can just DM me or drop me any questions that you have. And you also get the AI Profit Boardroom playbook, so you can just steal all of the systems and strategies that I've set up as well. Finally, you're going to get all my new systems before anyone else, because we drop them directly inside here before we release them out to the public. So feel free to get that link in the comments and description. It comes with tons of Q&As, an amazing community, an awesome classroom, etc. Feel free to get it. Link in the comments and description. Appreciate everyone being on the live stream today, and I will see you on the next one. Additionally, if you haven't booked it already, but you do have a website and you want to get more free leads, traffic, and sales, feel free to get that link in the comments and description to get your free SEO strategy session. On that call, we're going to show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month and generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot without Facebook or Google ads. And you'll get a custom tailored game plan based on what's working for our happy clients, like you can see right here. Feel free to get that link in the comments